don't know why it's doing this every day. Yep. Yep. But I have no camera again, it does not wish to play. Morning all, naughty camera, didn't want to work again this morning. I've just plugged in the lead that didn't work last time. And it didn't like the lead I put in. What is going on? Honestly, camera, it's got all a bit... Good morning, how are you? I love a bit of, you know, technical...
Last minute panic.
That's it, last minute panic. Watch-em-a-facey Dewberry, what's it? How are you? Did you have a good weekend? I had a nice weekend. Saw my mum and dad for the first time in like forever, which was very nice indeed. Very nice. But actually the best thing was seeing the kids with them, because I haven't seen them for so long. It was very, very nice. Right, now then, let's have a look at this. Who have we got this morning? Who? We've got Helen and Carol and Elizabeth, good morning, and Janine, good morning, and Rona, hello, and Sean, good morning, and Helen, good morning, and Jackie, good morning, and Rebecca, morning, you naughty girl, you made me bite all the cake. So, do you want the good news or the bad news? Rebecca? That's not all the cake. Yeah, Jane's sitting chortling in the corner because she's seen them. I'd had to build a whole new bit of racking for the amount of cake that came in. I was like, oh good, wasn't expecting it all in one go, but okay. Never going to turn it away, that's for sure. You know, that's been ordered, oh my goodness, that was ordered 4 months ago. 4 months ago, 5 months ago. Yeah, it was ordered a really long time ago, and so a lot of it's going into the subscription, the cave subscriptions, and they will get different ones to the ones that we've had the Meet and Madness with today. So if you are a cave subscriber, you'll be getting some other fabulous ones as well. Yes. Oh, who else do we have? Lindsay, good morning, and Pamela. Rebecca says no more please. Okay, don't look tomorrow. So don't look tomorrow when we do an option of the saddlebag here in some amazing cafes. So this is what Lisa and I have always said, that her patterns are of course stunning in her fabrics, but also particularly gorgeous in cafes as well. So that's what we've always agreed. So we're going to show you this bag, this saddle bag, which is what you've all been going crazy for. And we're going to make it in something and make it look completely different. And we've got all of these little flim flam flippery bits, otherwise known as buckles. But are they buckles? Ooh, or are they actually magnetic clasps? Because I can't be doing with a buckle. 1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4, knock on the door. 5, 6.
Pick up sticks.
Pick up sticks?
Yes,
oh, I guess for a fire. Oh, okay. Yeah, I got as far as 1, 2, buckle my shoe. So excited for tomorrow, says Janine, ordered my pattern last week. I mean, that's being prepared, isn't it? There is a lot of goodie, a lot of goodness. Oh, Jeanette, morning everyone. I've rushed through my cleaning so I can watch. Do you know the beautiful thing about cleaning is that it will, it'll still be there.
Yeah. When you've done it.
Oh, Michelle says cave subscription. What is this loveliness? So a few months ago now, was it 4 months ago? 4 months ago? Something like the start of the year. It was the start of the year, wasn't it? We started a cave subscription. So I think it works out being about £20 every month. And then you get a whole great big wodge of half meters and 2 planes that coordinate every other month. Yeah. I'm not sure if we can add people to that. That would be an SJ phone call, email to SJ, which is info@natashamakes.com. I can certainly accommodate a new person, because we did it on 10-meter bolts and we got sent 13-meter bolts. So there is a little bit of wiggle room for anybody else wanting to come in on those. It just means, because we can't guarantee necessarily fabrics, but what I try and do is I make sure that you've got different scales of fabric, and it will either be like, if for anyone that got the Kaffe Lucky Dips, you'll have seen that there was like a colour story going through. And by the end of the year, you're going to have all sorts of different colours and all sorts of different bundles going on. Right, this is my prep and I need to get it out the way. I was trying to be organised, Jane, but poor Jane, bless her. So 2 minutes ago, Jane, could you just stitch this up for me, please? Because, you know, for those of you that don't know what we are talking about, we have got a 24-hour Mega Meter Madness sale. It ends at midnight tonight. Lots of you got on board last night, but then it's, then it has to stop, because really I shouldn't be selling these at these prices. We'll gloss over that. Do you want to see them? So they are at half-meter heaven prices, obviously doubled because you're getting a meter rather than a half meter. So this is your Japanese chrysanthemum with magenta. Ooh. So what I did was put in a massive order for past fabrics, because sometimes they're really hard to get hold of, and I just think they're beautiful. So I was like, right, so these are ones that either not vintage, but they're like the stash, or they're the ones that they keep. This is the beauty of Kaffe, he will keep them in print. So as long as we keep buying them, they're going to be kept in print. And I know that a lot of you dress make, Karen, yeah, we know. So if you do buy more than one, we will cut it in a continuous length. So the only ones that have been cut is this first meter, and then the rest is still on the bolt. Okay, which means that if you are, and lots of you are buying multiples, so if you've got a bag that you know is going to take a meter, then you know you are laughing. And the beautiful thing is that yes, of course, you could use this for the bag that we're making tomorrow. It will take 60 centimeters of the contrast, because you need the handle, and a half meter of your lining. So actually, if you've got a meter of this and a meter of that, you are good to go, because you could do your handle in this. Ooh. Ooh, ooh. So that is number one. Oh, Julia says she lost me, but back now. Hi. Hi, hi. So the next one, I love this colourway. Do you know, Jen, I used to have a bathroom that was this kind of colour, and I would never have ever in a million years have thought of putting green and orange with it. No, that sort of duck eggy colour. But, you know. And you'll notice that there are quite a lot of Philip Jacobs. These were meant to have arrived in time for the Philip Jacobs interview, but obviously didn't, along with all of the other suppliers' stuff that I bought that didn't arrive in time. But it's fine. We'll celebrate now. It's all good. So again, this is the Japanese chrysanthemum in, did they say yellow? Yeah, in yellow. There we go. And I've put it with hot tomato. Yeah. Gorgeous. Now, Japanese chrysanthemums, I did buy something other than Japanese chrysanthemums, but they are one of my favourites. They look fabulous for bag making. They're also a wonderful one because you can get so many different textures and so many different colours because they're large scale. They also work beautifully with the quilt that we did with the Philip Jacobs flowers on the Kaffe out of the new Kaffe Facet book. And also they work really nicely for my Everlasting Bouquet wall hanging as well. And with this one, I think I might have put chartreuse. Yes, indeedy I did. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. This is not all that we've got on the show today. We've got a few just simple, easy makes that I wanted to show you for those that are just starting out, or maybe you just fancy a little project that's a bit different and that you just want some gorgeous things for. Now this one here is Shaggy in red, and we've put it with, I mean, how gorgeous would a dress be out of this? Let's be honest. With lime. I was reading it going, wine? Certainly haven't. That's not wine. Not wine I want to drink anyway. But yeah, Shaggy and lime. There we go. Yeah, I just adore this. But so this is the idea, okay? Could you imagine this bag and having, just think of that flap. I'm just going to create something for you here. Sort of fussy cutting a bit of that. Bear with me, caller. Imagine that is the flap of your bag. How amazing would that look? Wow. And just so incredibly different. So just to give you some ideas, just to have a little bit of fun, a little bit of play. And because you know the plain, if you do want to come back and get extra plain, you can. You're going to get a meter anywho. But it does mean that you're going to have some fabulous fabrics to play with. Oh yeah. This is a beautiful colorway. This is antique. How gorgeous is that? And then look. Hey! Look at it suddenly pick out all these blues. Morning, Donna. Oh, who's got a meeting? Susan. Oh, how rude. But yeah, just absolutely, absolutely stunning. I heart these very, very much. Philip was laughing at how much had arrived yesterday. It's like, are you sure you've got enough there? I'm like, nope. No, I have not. Oh, the coleus rather. So Inga was threatening to put some in pots out the front of my house because I love this so much. And, you know, she is a bit gardening. But again, wouldn't that bag look stunning in this? The answer is yes. Yes, it would. Yes, yes, yes. Love this. Just love it. And we've put it with paprika. It's gonna be gorgeous. Gonna be gorgeous. So yeah, these were bought with the idea of Philip Jacobs' interview in mind, so that we would have lots of lovely Philip Jacob prints. Now, I don't know if any of you ever saw the posts going round about Coast had, goes this way, had this colourway, and they made a bag. And it was just a really simple bag in this colourway. That's chambray, by the way. Because, of course, we had this in different colours, didn't we, with the latest K Facet Collective collection. Over £400 the bags were, and I was like, right, that's ridiculous. We'll make our own. We will make our own, quite frankly. Make our own. £400. Don't get me wrong. This fabric is absolutely stunning. But it just goes to show, doesn't it? If you don't bag make, if you want that fabric, what people will charge you for it. Now this is lovely and quite unusual. I haven't seen this. This is Baroque Floral, and this is in red. And we've put it with pink, just to pull out these little light bits behind. Good morning all. Couldn't watch last week. It was busy packing and can't watch today as the signal is poor in my holiday let. Moving day is Wednesday. Natasha, hope you got my reply on my list. So excited. Leslie, I did not have a chance to breathe last week. I will look at it this week for you because I'm not at Ho Chanda, which means that I have 3 less shows to prep this week. Woo! So I will, yeah. Gemma, can you remind me to look out for Leslie's email, please, please, please? If it was last week, it'll be in the depths of my computer somewhere. Oh, coleus again. But look, it's like night vision goggles, this one. Love it. Love it. So we've put this one with, well, just simply purple. How beautiful is that? How very blinking beautiful. Yeah. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Right. And then, okay, so this is the thing, isn't it, right? Coleus again. Now, they've called this Coleus in grey. I'm not going to lie. We all looked and went, where is the grey? Because I see a lot of colours. It took me a while to find the grey. But it is in there. It's the background of this leaf here. That's where your grey is. But my word, aren't these other colours just so pretty? The pinks and the blues. I've put the ice green with it just to soften and keep that softness. You have to excuse the state of my hands. I was busy building racking this weekend. Yep, I know how to have fun, kids. Yes, I do. So yeah, we've got that as well. Last one to show you. And again, like I say, these will come off sale tonight at midnight. Ooh. So if you don't get them today, then you will miss out. We don't regularly do the Mega Meter Madness, and we can only do it on days when we know that we've got people in that can cut it, because it's effectively being cut to order. So yeah, that's why we have to limit it. So occasionally we will, if we get a big order in, then we'll go, okay, there we go. So there we are. This is Magenta with your brassica in moss. Ooh, I do love the brassica as well. So there we go. There we go. There we go. They are our new fabrics in. And like I say, they were meant to have been for to go out with Philip's interview, but they didn't arrive in time. So we shall celebrate anyway. Look at that. I know one of you's ordered all of them. Good for you. It's gonna. That's basically your parcel there, just there, guarded by bear heads. I mean, what could be better, right? So there we go. That's that. Now, do you want to see other beautiful fabrics? Because today we're going to make little things for your workspace, be it scissor keep, hexi needle, scissor keep, needle keep, and also a little pin cushion, a little Biscornu pin cushion, which looks like this. Now, a lot of you will have had this this pattern at various times. Isn't it cute? But we've never actually demoed it. And then the bee fabric came in and I was like, right, all right, I need a series of things. And also these look fabulous with all of the black and gold paraphernalia that we've got. I mean, look, so I'm going for that matchy. I'm comfortable with that. Have a look on the website for all of your hemline black and gold range. Well, it's actually just called gold. But yeah, take a look. But also, I did get an extra bolt of these because I just thought they worked so beautifully together. So this is Lewis and Irene. How many of you read the newsletter? If you read the newsletter then you might have taken advantage on Friday. You know, I said look out for deals on Friday in the newsletter. Some of you did. Well done. We've got a handful of those Lewis and Irene Lucky Dip bags remaining. I think you save, well, you effectively get like more than half a metre for free. Yeah, it was pretty epic. But do take a look. So those newsletters that are coming out now on Fridays, do take a look on them, because they're going to have, obviously this was the first one, so I will give you a little nudge. If you don't subscribe, or if you go onto our website, if you subscribe, you'll get our emails, but there's always, it will show you what's coming up on the shows, any new wins, anything that you might have missed. And on the new newsletter that we're doing on a Friday, it's simply going to be full of lots of special deals for a Friday for you. There we go. Have a little look at these, because this Queen Bee one here is such a stunner. And it's just all about the bees. So. There we go. Isn't it pretty? I just loved this colourway. So we've done these as long quarters, because everything that we're doing today works really beautifully as a long quarter. And the other things that I thought they would look really beautiful as would be these. So we're not going to have time to make everything. Oh, wrong button. Come on, button. No. Why are you giving me that as a... There we go. Right. Ah, there we go. Do you remember the tea cozies that we did? Yeah. These and these fabrics that I'm about to show you would look gorgeous as the tea cozy. Again, you can always watch back on the shows. If you put a little search in where we've got all of our shows and just put in tea cozy, it will come up. The other thing that will look fabulous is the easy peasy apron as well. So the apron, and that's made out of calico. Now, here is my suggestion to you. These fabrics that we've got and this look fab with calico. Let me get some out. We've got lightweight, we've got medium weight, we've got pre-shrunk, and then we've got the extra wide, which is phenomenal. So let me just show you what I mean by, I think it looks great. Yeah. So if I were to do the tea cozy, I would potentially look at lining it in calico. I'd get my insulated wadding. Look at the bees. But you see how that colour just works so beautifully with this, and it's really got that country kitchen vibe with it, which I absolutely adore. So these are fabrics from, now then, I can't remember the designer. I'll have to have a little look at that. But that Andover Fabrics, can't remember who it was. That's really rude of me. Right, let me show you these. Here we go. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So you can really see why I'm suggesting you pop it with some calico, and calico is so cost effective. You could do the apron in your calico and then just trim it in that. Or maybe, look at the bee in that. The detail on there is just gorgeous. They're a bit fab, aren't they? So you can get long quarters. Morning, gorgeous Sarah Payne Quilter, how are you? You can get long quarters in these three. 1, 2, 3, 4, just $9.99. Yeah. And if you have already spent your pennies today on some of the CAFE, just give SJ an email, info@natashamakes.com. She'll sort out your postage and amalgamate it. Now this is another £9.99 fat quarter bundle. You'll get the bees, you'll get your salt batik, and you'll get this really pretty one too, this floral. So again, I think it works beautifully with the calico. Once more, but look at these. Do you want to see these up close? Because they are a bit scrumptious. You see, this is why I thought the tea cozy, but that salt batik, that's the last of that salt batik. And when it's gone, it's gone. But it really works well with that bee. Look at that. It just makes him pop, doesn't it? So again, we've got that in long quarters, and then the last one to show you of our long quarter extravaganza, whoops, is this. Oh yeah. So let's have a little look here. Isn't that beautiful? Now, of course, that would work with the bees and everything that we've just seen as well. But with this one, we're popping in the slightly darker bees. So you can mix and match these. They're absolutely stunning. They're Andover Fabric, which is the American side of Macawa. Aren't they fab? Fab, 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 fab. So there we go. They are our bundles. Pop in some calico, make it all go further. You know, that's what I would really, really, really recommend today. But they all look fab. Should we make a couple of bits and bobs? Shall we, shall we? Just something nice and easy. Yeah. Alrighty, so shall we start off with the Biscornu? So this is a lovely little pin cushion. It's going to work really beautifully if you want to go for the gold, hemline gold pins. You can get the black ones. It just, yeah, all works together, an absolute treat. And all you need are 2 pieces of fabric, contrast fabric, okay? But as ever, it's prior and proper preparation with this. It's a super easy make, but you are going to want to measure 1/4 inch and draw your seam in 1/4 inch, okay? And you're going to do this on all 4 sides. This is where your perfect 5 comes in, a treat. Now, also, whilst I'm doing this, I'm going to mark that halfway mark and also 1/4 inch to one side, okay? So, oh, I haven't cut this quite straight. There's that, and there's my 1/4 inch. It would really help if I'd actually cut this straight. You know, that old chestnut. Yeah, that would have helped. So there's my halfway, my 2.5 inch. There we go. Now, no. What we're going to do is find my halfway mark on this. We are going to line that up there. Pop a pin in if you need. Okay, and we're going to stitch to there. Then we're going to twizzle and turn and rotate. Oh, Naomi's been swimming. Get you. Gosh, it's very athletic. Today, what's been happening today? The Cave Meter Madness. That's what's been happening today. And will happen until midnight, but you need to get in quick because they go off at midnight. Like the fabric doesn't go, it's not like cream, it's not going to go off. But they come off the website at midnight. Alrighty, so you obviously will actually cut your squares properly square. You're going to stitch to that 1/4 inch mark. Lift your foot, twizzle, twizzle, twizzle. Your stiletto is your friend. Oh, helps if I unpin now. And then turn your fabric around. Realign. And off you go. To that 1/4 inch. And then again. Realign everything. But marking it really helps. As does keeping your foot down. Now, if you want to go forwards and backwards and just, you know, stop your stitch and start again, you can do that. Of course you can. But because I've marked, oh no, hang up. That might not twizzle quite so well. Did any of you see my Hochanda, well, craft store, I must stop calling it Hochanda. On Thursday, my machine foot, for some reason, kept moving and getting stuck under the counter. So I'd have stopped stitching and the blinking thing carried on. It's like, what is going on? What is going on? I mean, nothing like, you know, a bit of live TV for that to suddenly be a fun situation. But it did it like 3 or 4 times if I was possessed. There we go. So if you do want to stop and start on each corner, then do. I could just hear it rolling underneath there. Then align it again. I think this might have gone into, did this go into the 12 days of Christmas? Yes, it did. And so we never actually demoed it. It was one of those patterns that was absolutely gorgeous, quick, easy, makes a fabulous gift. And then we just never demoed it. Now, when you've only got one side left, you can see already we're starting to get that shape. So turn it through. And this is why you want a contrast fabric. If you're doing this with your leftover cave or anything like that, then buttons always look fab, and we do have loads of gorgeous K-facet buttons. So you will then stuff it, and that is your seam that is left open. So stuff it, fold those over, turn it through, and then on that middle bit there, you can just see Jane's just put, because I was like, Jane, can you just stitch that together? So she's just put a thread through. If you've got like a doll knit shaping needle, then that's fab. And the other thing that you might just want to do, as an option is get something like a button and put a button either side, whoops, either side there, or just one side. You might just want it on the top. But like I say, like the Cafe buttons look amazing with his stuff. And they're all on the website. They're the Dill Cafe buttons. They're just fabulous. So that is how you do your little malarkey. Malarkey, that's what, I've got no words today. I don't know where they've gone. I just have no idea. Shall we do the, let's do the scissor keep next. Again, this is such a simple one. And again, you want two contrasting fabrics and a bit of H640. Now, what we've put together for you, because this works really, really, really nicely with the hexy needle keep. The hexy needle keep needs a bit of felt. So we've put together for you the felt that you need in either creamy whitey colour or black, and a fat quarter of H640, and then you can make the scissor keep and the scissor keep, and there they are. Easy, easy, easy. And then you've got all of the extra stuff that you need for it. Yeah, exactly that, Susie. One of the Cafe Target buttons would be fabulous. In fact, I think I've got, I might have a few in my, a few had, here we go. Yeah, so imagine like that button. And there, these are, yeah, these are the Cafe ones. They're just so much fun. But have a look on the website, because I've got various different, this is my own personal stash of them, for me. But you know, I might share a few with you. But yeah, they would look amazing with some Cafe and the Biscornu. That's the beautiful thing about it, and it only uses tiny bits. So for this, you're going to need your fabric cut, ta-da, like this. Like this, and then I cut the wadding slightly smaller. It just helps. So pop that, so you can see, can't you? It is substantially smaller, but there's a reason. So bear with. Now with these, if you were going to do the scissor keep, if you want to, then what you can do is put some string on, like I've got some of that sort of string or ribbon or whatever, and the instructions show you when to put that in. It's entirely up to you. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Depends if you're going to hang it or not. So then you're going to put right sides together. And if you want to put your ribbon, and I'm not going to bother today, pop it into that corner facing in. Now, I will leave a turning through gap here. I'm going to actually mark it so that I remember to do it. I know, right? And then we go to the machine. So these are all quick, easy makes that if you're in a hurry or you've got some scraps left over, or you, like you say, you've got some fat quarters and you just want everything to match. Or maybe you're making for craft fairs and you want something that isn't going to cost you a fortune to make. And that you can, you know, make a few on, because I see some of these craft fairs and people have put all their time, love, effort and everything else into it. But people, as we know, don't necessarily want to pay for your time. So just be conscious if you're doing craft fairs of what you can make where your time is also going to pay for as well. So then snip those corners. We've also got, well, that was a bit close, wasn't it? We've also got these in Liberty kits with everything that you need in the kit. So do take a look at some of those as well. So push out those corners. And turn that seam under and just press it. Now it might be that you bought these kits last time that we did them. I mean, we're looking at about a year ago or so now. But if you haven't got it out of the packet and you haven't done it yet, what's your excuse? Because they are so beautifully easy to do. Or maybe you're a new viewer and this is your first time with us. You'll be like, oh, yeah. Don't push so hard that you're... I don't know where my corner shaper thing is. I think I've lost it in transit somewhere. Now, we're going to top stitch, so I'm not too worried about that corner. If you put your thread in, then that will be coming out in a loop there, and that's absolutely fab. Now, you've got all of the measurements in your instructions to show you how to do this next bit. But effectively, you are going to line everything up. So that bottom side there that you didn't stitch down will now go there, and we're going to top stitch down there. So do feel free to pop a little clip in. Where's my... Oh, you know when Jo was here the other week and I said I had a stuffing tool? I found it this morning. There's the stuffing tool I meant to give her. And of course couldn't find because I was pressing buttons and I couldn't get close enough to actually look at the desk to get it for her. Brilliant. Stuffs all your toy legs. Well, I mean, obviously you need to be involved as well. You know, it's not going to happen by magic, people. Hands, not wands. So all of the measurements that you need for doing that is there. And then we're going to stitch down, stop a little way up from the corner, and then stitch all the way back up. But that is why we left more than the seam allowance with our wadding. These are not difficult words today, and yet you would think. You want to elongate your seam, then do. And again, this is another time we're just having that stiletto to hand, because you've got a fair few layers of fabric there. Is fab. And that is it done. So you can fit your biggest scissors in there. They will fit in. You can fit your next pair then, and then your little snips will fit in also. Actually, they're quite big for little snips, but they'll fit in. So it's going to give you 3 different sizes, which is fabulous. Fabulous, fabulous. I've just tried to find my other one and stabbed myself on a pair of scissors. Where are they? Where are they? Oh, here they are. See, I wouldn't have poked myself with these, are they? These are the ones that I don't use for Maud's beard trimming. See, they fit nicely in there. So then you've got them, because I know Elizabeth always tells me off for what I do now, for putting my scissors in a thing with no protection at the bottom, but I do. But there we go. That's a nice, easy way to keep all of your scissors safe. Because, you know, we've invested in them. We want them to last, don't we? We want them to be good. Right, if I put that on there, then I'll know where it all is. There we go. That is number 1. Next up. No, it's number 2, isn't it? We've done pin cushion and that. There we go. Oh, someone's given it a little heart. Thanks. I've got hubby putting up. Hang on. What is hubby putting up? I've got hubby putting up a new outside light. Drill hammering brickwork. It's been in the garage waiting for 3 weeks. Yeah, they clearly choose now to do all of this. Will that include the time it takes to cut out and fit the person? I don't know what that's. I think that's in reply to someone. Oh, I was asked to make a dress and wondered how much to charge. They are providing the fabric. I looked at semi-posh shops like Next, £40 to £50. I can make a dress in a few hours, so I'm thinking of charging that to make it worthwhile. It's got to be worth your while. You've got to think how much you want to be paid per hour, and then just attribute that to it. Shell renewable oil just came to the door. Don't they know Natasha makes his on? Elizabeth, how rude. Send them away with flea in their ear. If they're renewable, it will come back. It'll be fine. It'll be absolutely fine. Off. You know what I caught myself on? And that's that unpicker. The lid fell off. Now, somewhere in my kit, for my Hochanda days, I keep plasters for when I do silly things like that. I just don't want to get blood on the fabric. I do have one of those stain removal things, but oh, what have I done with it? I normally keep everything in here. Oh, I don't know. Might have to ask Gemma to get me a superhero plaster off the side in the kitchen. Gem, can you grab me a superhero plaster out the key drawer in the kitchen, please? Well, you know, a little bit. Just like a stab wound. I love to do stuff like that. It's not that it really hurts. It's just that it's right in the crease of my finger. So we all do it, don't we? We all do it at some point. Oh, did you see? I don't know if we've got any of these left as well. Did you see the mending needles? I found all these things when I was tidying up this morning. I was like, yes. You know when you get a pull, or when you've got all of your, if you're an overlocker person, yeah. So that's 2 things that I found on my desk this morning. I was like, oh, there they are. That's your stuffing tool. And that's that.
I'll have the box for these things. But if you want a superhero one, then that's what you get.
Okay, so my thinking is, right, if I have a very grown-up superhero sticker because I've been a brave girl, it doesn't need to go in the accent book, right?
Well, it probably does. I mean, I probably need to put my full PPE on. Come and put a plaster on for you and list it in the accident book.
Yeah, but to be honest, by the time that you've put full PPE to come anywhere near me, I could have bled to death.
Oh, gosh, really? Really?
No.
Really?
No, and it's only because it's in the crease. It doesn't actually require a plaster. It's only that I just don't want to get it on the fabric. Maybe I'll just stick with the black fabric so that no one will see.
Not a bad plan.
Good morning. What a great morning. My daughter, you might be wondering why I have superhero stick plasters. No, you know that I am a mother of a 2-year-old who has decided that she needs plasters for everything. And she doesn't keep them on. She only keeps them on for 2 seconds and goes, I better now, and take them off. She made me put one on each of her big toes the other day. I'm like, what's this for? She said, you cut my toenails last week. Last week! And she was still demanding. I didn't even cut them. I think it's just because the word cut was in there that she decided that that was what she needed. I don't know where the drama comes. I just don't know where the drama comes from. Right. What am I doing? Right, so hexy needle keep, right? That's the next thing. So, should we do the B on the outside? Should we do front and back the same or different? Ooh, controversial. Let's do different front and back. So with this little make, again, you can add a ribbon in if you want to be able to maybe not iron my plaster into the pressing mat. That would be less than ideal. Oh, Sarah's busy quilting as I sew. Well, I'm glad that you could join us. I mean, I'm just, having a small health and safety situation with my own good self. So, yeah, just ignore me. So I'm just, the Perfect 5 is my go-to favourite little, oh, now then. Oh, this is close to needing a new blade. I tend to keep a blade that I know that's going to need replacing soon to do little things like this, just in case I catch a little bit of paper as I cut. You see, look, like that. Or the other option that you've got is rotating cutting mat would have been good right now. What was I going to say? Oh, template plastic. Then you just draw around and just cut it out with scissors. That would also do the job. Now. So you get these templates in the instructions. Just cut round them. Do what you need, look. In fact, you get, these are all, let me show you these. This is your, that's your scissor keep. This is your needle keep. So this is what we're making today. And again, all really clear. There are all your templates on the back. So you're going to want to draw around them. There we go. And then your tea cozy as well. All your step-by-step instructions there. And then your template, which again, you're going to want to trace off so that it all fits a treat. And then this is the easy peasy apron, and it really is easy peasy. And you can use your scraps then, because they just go on the pocket and the top. Look, there's SJ and Josh modelling them beautifully there. And that's, again, got your scale just to show you how to create the pattern. But it's easy peasy. And for some reason, I managed to print off the Biscornu in black and white this morning. Go me. So we are going to do the hexy needle keep. So 3 little demos today and a whole bunch of fabulous fabrics. That's all right for a Monday, isn't it? Hey, that's all right. Sewing doesn't have to be tricky, does it? I mean, obviously, if you're me today, you apparently need to just maybe this is all I can be trusted with. our blunt scissors. Now, so they're going to be my outer pieces. And look, out of this long quarter, I've got 2 Biscornu pin cushions, scissor keep, needle keep for $9.99, and I can make a lot more. So what I need is my H640. Now I've got some leftovery bits here, but again, if you want to get this with the felt, then perfect, do that. Let me see if work. Is that going to work? Where are my paper scissors? Haha. They would be the ones here labeled paper. So yeah, you've got 2 templates in here. You only really need 1, but we put in 2 because I know that some of you wanted to do this and leave the papers in, a bit like English paper piecing, and you can absolutely do that. So the first thing that you're going to do with your template is just use that template as a guide. You can just press the seam back. Try and do that over here. And if you go opposite corners, you can do that. And this is kind of an optional step, but you're going to make your H640. I'll do one with and one without, and then you can see if it's something that you want to bother with. Because again, you've got options with your pattern as well. So that's your template, but you're going to want to use it to cut out it's been ages since I made one of these. Now, again, I will show you both ways. You can either press that onto there with the adhesion onto there. So we'll do that with that one. And then use your Soline glue pen, preferably one that has some glue in. Here we go. To then fold over those edges. Now, if you've got any leftover hexes from Ashmead, use those. So you can glue base this. Okay, I would turn it over and press or what you can do is do it this way. Now, if you're going to do it this way, what you then do is use the edge of your iron, and if you want to use a pressing sheet so that you don't gunk up your iron, then do. But you're going to use, just moved. You're going to use that edge there. So you're basically basting with the H640. But what it means is that then, and this is, again, this is just going to be personal preference. Some of you might want to sewing base, but just use the edge of your iron if you do it this way. Like I say, you are going to stitch down, so don't panic. So then you've got your back and your front pieces. So whichever way you want to go, do that. And then you want to take your, see, I've used these a lot, and I will go with my felt. Now, you've got two here. And it's up to you how you want to place them on there. If you want to do more inner bits, then cut out more of these, okay? It's really as simple as that. You can draw around these, or if you want to pin them on and cut around them, then do. Again, entirely up to you. So you only need one of these. Whatever, you're only going to need one of these outer bits. Actually, do you know what? There we go, that's probably easier. Now, if you're thinking, oh, felt, that's a useful thing to have in my stash. Yes, it is. And if you're doing this, but with your own fabrics, and again, absolutely great. Also take a look at our House of Alistair felt roll, which is fab and on special offer today for you. But then you've got all the colours so that you can then make it with whatever you fancy, whatever takes your fancy. So when I'm cutting, I'm going on the inside of that chalk line to be as accurate as I can be. Now what this is going to do is sit in there and on that, like so. You can see where I haven't quite cut that. That was the first one, wasn't I? So it was a little bit longer. There we are. So you're going to stitch around. Now, if you've got your pressing mat, then you can pop that on. Because if you've done your H640 with the glue up, then this will basically baste this into place for you. If you did it the way we did that one, and I'll show you how to do that in a minute. But again, this is just, oh, I moved it when I put it down. That was silly. I can jiggle it round a little bit. Okay, so, or if you've done it this way, then what I would say is don't keep going to the one that doesn't have glue in. And pop that there. Now, here's the other thing. You're going to have a gap there. That's fine. That's so that it will fold. If before you stitch, if you want it to have a thread so that you can tie it together, then you want to pop that thread in between those pieces now. I'm not worried about that today. And so you're just going to stitch each of those in place now. Okay. So let's just do that. So that's one side done. And trim your threads. Okay, so we've now got a front and a back. Obviously, if you wanted to do it in a thread that's not going to show up on there, then great, do that. And then we cut out our second one. And like I say, if you want to do this so that I really want. It's just drawing onto felt is quite tricky, isn't it? If you want to do this with more leaves in, then this is the one to cut multiples of, because then they layer. So this will sit inside very happily. But like I say, why not do it in a whole rainbow of colours? If you go for that one. Of course, I've been looking around for where all my scissors are. In the scissor keep, maybe? Yeah, that. There we go. So then, you see it's a bit of a funny shape. If you want to just mark that line there, and that line there, then do. And you see that then echoes and sits in there. So they sit on your 1/4 of an inch stitch lines around there, like so. And then you just stitch either side down there, and that will sit in your seam there. Now I should really swap my foot over. Was that anything exciting? Oh, not even for us. So what you'll have, this sort of creates the spine, so that then there's your needle keep. And if you'd have popped your thread in there, then you could do it up. But there's your front. You open it up. You've got that to put stuff into. You've got that and that and that. Or if you wanted to put in more, then do. And then I would certainly put the thread in there so that you can shut it. And those lines of thread just there, those stitches have just reinforced. There we go. So now, what have we got? What have we got? We have got our scissor keep. We have got our needle keep, and we have got, love this, our pin cushion with loads of fabric left over out of a $9.99 fat quarter set. That's not bad going, is it? Especially as you can make multiples, because look, there's the other one we've yet to finish. So there we go. Give them a go. Have a play. Because we've got a more involved demo tomorrow. I didn't want to make your brains hurt today. No. So tomorrow, remember, we are going to make the satchel bag. That's what we're going to make tomorrow, which is super, super gorgeous. Yeah, I know, right? So you can either wear it like that, or the straps are long enough so that if you're someone that likes to have it there, it's there. So perfect for around town, round your local quilt show, you know, that sort of thing. Oh, hey up, Gemma's lurking. What can I do for you?
Just when you've finished on air, there'll be some beautiful things for you to stroke and have a look at.
Beautiful.
You might be able to show off in the next couple of days.
What? Oh, you've got to bring them in.
No,
you've got to bring them in, Jem. You've got to bring them in. You can't tell me that's something that I've been waiting for. Honestly, you know, where was all of this last Monday? So,
everyone is patient because they won't be up in 5 minutes.
yeah, Gemma says you've got to be patient because these won't be up in 5 minutes. This is going to take a little bit of time to load. But I just want to show you these because if you watched my interview with Philip Jacobs last Monday, then you will have heard me talk about Odil's beautiful, beautiful velvet ribbons. And they've just arrived. So they were meant to be here for last week as well. You know, These things happen. But this is, you know, it's only fair to share. Oh, Jane!
Heavy.
Thank you. Ha ha ha! Wow, we need a new box. Immediately, if not sooner. Oh, 2 boxes. Oh.
We're going to be here for a long time if you show all. Perhaps show a
Okay.
few.
Well, why don't you find me your favourites now? This. Oh, we're going to make some beautiful things, peeps. Look at this.
These are the small
We are going to make some beautiful things. Yeah. So. Look at, so this is velvet. Inga said she used these with her
These are the narrow ones.
with her knitting
Oh, okay.
to do oh my gosh, these are amazing. They feel divine. Now these are not going to be cheap. Look at the detail in these. But my goodness, if you have got something special, yeah, there's a bit of love going on for that. It's going crazy on Facebook. Well,
The box that's nearest you is 2 layers as well.
the box is 2 layers.
Yeah, you're going to go very well. You can't show them all.
Guys, look.
Can't
This is the Cave Paisley. Look at that. In velvet, people. Velvet.
And a phenomenal like jacquardy jacket with that at the cuff.
Oh, yeah, no, I know, right? A proper treat for the senses. Oh, look at these. Right, do you want these by the meter? Do you want them into projects? How do you want them? How can we best serve you? Oh, these are the thinner. Oh my gosh, they feel divine.
Lovely, but I just took them out of the box and went,
Oh my gosh, how much did I buy?
all of the ribbons.
I bought all the
of
ribbons,
them.
didn't I? Oh no, I actually did.
I think you actually did.
I actually did.
Yeah.
I actually did buy all the ribbons. That's a cake one as well. Oh look, because look, you've got oh, this is fab. So you've got, do you remember when you might not remember, in the interview, this was a design that Kaif did years and years and years ago when he very first started doing fabric. And this, I think, is the one that, oh look at my nice plaster, that Philip Jacobs back in 1973 had to show him how to put together a pattern repeat for fabric because he'd never done it before, but he started designing for the Designers Guild. And this was it. And he'd actually painted it onto a piece of cardboard. And they went, no, that's not how we do things here. And it's been around ever since. And then you've got your Tiddlywinks.
Yeah.
And then you've got Bang. Oh, just gorgeous.
Yeah, the Philip Jacobs ones are
Oh, so this is the snow leopard one. No, this is a Kaif one as well. No, it is a Philip Jacobs one because look, you've got, this was from the Whirling Dervishy twirly whirly ones. Oh, now, Gemma, what are you doing to me? Oh, ha, ha. Lots of you have been asking where you can get these in the UK. Here's where you get. Oh, look at that. You see, now you know why I went so crazy buying all of the. Let me get them out. All of the Dewberry Whatsits. Japanese chrysanthemums. Because look. There it is. No, that's the Japanese chrysanthemum, that one, isn't it? Oh, look at this. Oh my goodness. Sorry, I was just about to finish the show, wasn't I? Oh, hang on a minute. What's going on here? What's going on here? Oh, look at that. Oh, that's a Kaif one. Beautiful. Did you see this one? What? Don't
Oh,
just.
no, that's good. But the one in the middle nearest you, I think should be the last one. And then we've got
Look at that. This is the Odile one. I think we just take the images off our website, don't we?
Well,
They're there for sharing.
There if we
Oh, if they are they? Oh gosh.
It might not be. It might be
Oh no. This
one.
one.
Yes, that one.
This one. Oh, this one. Oh my goodness. Sorry, peeps.
Something for everyone, isn't there?
Last one before we go. Do you know there really is something for everyone? I have never ever experienced anything quite so decadent and ridiculously gorgeous. Look at that.
I love these.
These are just stunning. So we're going to be a little bit busy after we come off there, not to mention potentially changing the schedule for the next. SJ's going to hate me. SJ, you know how we were going. Oh,
Stop it! We said no more.
oh, look! It's got flamingos on.
Are they flamingos? Are they cranes?
They're pink. They're pink. We have this. Is it a flamingo? Is it a crane? We don't know. We never know.
Is it a?
Hang on. Hang on. It's the wrong. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. These are gorgeous. Oh yeah, that was the last one, wasn't it? That I was going to show. Yeah, just so that everyone knows.
It's the last drink in the pub, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. Time. Last orders.
Time at the bar. I'm calling time.
My poor hand. Oh, they're stunning.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna, yeah. Do we have to sell them?
Fraction of what is in the
It is. There's 2 boxes down here.
No more. No more. Time at the bar.
I've got to go. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Thanks for watching.